What are you doing, Josh?
I'm a secret agent. All right, the question for today is, what is foldering? Like many concepts in cybersecurity, it's really based off of old school spycraft. One of the concepts is known as a dead drop. What in the world is a dead drop? Well, let's think about it. There are a number of ways in which you could go ahead and send a secret message through a covert or hidden channel. One way is to scramble a message, but then you have to exchange it in person. Another way is to actually send it across normal channels, but what about someone catches it in the mail? So let's talk about this idea of a dead drop. So you have an agent A. This secret agent wants to get a message to agent B. So in order for agent A to get a message to agent B, what they do is instead of exchanging the message in person where someone could take a snapshot, and at that point actually identify who those agents are and maybe capture the message, instead we decide to go to a public location and send a message asynchronously through a certain point. This is known as a dead drop. So agent A might put a message, let's say, within a public trash can, and at that point, agent B would either be notified in some other way based on the time of day. Perhaps agent A would go ahead and put some object on top of that trash can, or maybe on top of that mailbox, and that would be the signal for agent B to go and pick up that message. And that way, through this channel, agent A can let agent B know what's going on. Now, if you've been following what's been going on with the Paul Manafort trial, you might have heard of a concept that's very closely related to that called foldering. Foldering is the idea of taking a message, specifically email, putting it inside of a folder within that email box, and then someone else uses the same email box to retrieve that message. It's pretty simple. What you do is you simply go ahead and start writing the message when you're logged into that account. And if you don't do anything, especially use certain programs like Gmail, it automatically is saved in your drafts folder. Then at that point, someone else uses that same username and password to log into the same account and then can retrieve the message. Of course, you could do some other techniques. You can actually put it into a folder. That folder could be encrypted, and then the other person, once they log into the account, could go and retrieve it. You could actually have it so that you're changing that password each time, so the only way you can get to that mailbox is if you know what the new password is going to be. And you could do a lot of variations of this, but the concept is still the same. You use the same account to write the message, and that same account's used to retrieve that message. And now you know what foldering is.